All right, what's going on, everybody? I got a house party going on. We got YouTube tonight, we got Facebook tonight, we got Periscope tonight. So if you're on any of those three channels, then you're able to watch this broadcast live. So what's going on, everybody? A little late night, Friday evening scope. I got some good stuff for you guys tonight, more conceptual stuff, not so much techie tonight, but if you guys have questions, you know that if you catch me live, like right now at Friday, 9:20 Eastern Standard Time, that's definitely the time to ask some questions. Save yourself a little bit of money because I'll send you to a booking calendar in a minute. I'm trying to go through, look at the numbers real quick. So right now, Facebook is winning far as attendance wise. So I'm kind of gonna keep an eye on that tonight too to see who wins attendance wise. So tonight we're going to talk about live streaming, and I'm going to come from a different angle. I don't really need this on tonight. I've been on Zooms all day. I'm going to come from a little different angle, and then I'm going to check and see who's all in the room. So let me know if you're in the room. Give me a hi, give me a hey, and we'll let you guys know what I'm going to go through tonight. I'm going to kind of go through some of the Facebook Live stuff, but not so much how to do Facebook Lives, more so of what I've been kind of analyzing as a participant in Facebook Lives, as a new person to someone's Facebook Live, you know, going into a live stream and the person we've never interacted before, some takeaways that I got that I was like, oh, wow, I hope I'm not doing that on my lives. And if I am, I'm going to correct some stuff. So that's kind of what I'm going to go through tonight. So let me go through and say some hi to the people. If you're putting in the chat, I see you. If you're just hanging out, I can't see you. I see Aiden, the master. Aiden jumped on first. What's up, man? Carmeletta, you're gonna have to give me the pronunciation. What's going on? Dwayne, what's going on? Dwayne says my restream will freeze, OBS will not. Dwayne, let me know when you're doing it. I have the problem on Sundays for my church for some reason. OBS or Restream will do this like jittery thing. So let me know what time of day. Yeah, get the notebooks out. Get the notebooks. And Aiden says also, how do I mobile live stream because I can't seem to authorize my account? So the mobile live stream, before I get into the content, I'll definitely answer these questions. So the mobile live streaming, Aiden, I'm not too familiar with, only because I don't do any mobile live streaming at all personally. Everything I do is from a desktop or a laptop. So I would have to look into that a little bit. So give me next week and I'll look into it a little bit more. If you've got to the threshold of 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then you should be able to do it. If you're under that threshold, you're not going to be able to do it. But I can definitely look into that a little bit. What's going on, Miss Patsy from Alabama? Miss Roz is always in the house. Carmelita. Okay, gotcha. Signed up a few days ago for Restream. It's been 2 to 3 p.m. Okay. I'll pay attention to Restream. We'll kind of go through it. I should have some chance tonight. All right, cool. All right, so I think I got everybody that's in the chat. I want to talk live streaming tonight. Oh, YouTube is winning. I got more YouTube live followers than Facebook right now. So, yeah, YouTube is steadily growing. Love it. James says, I noticed that around 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, it's a tough time for Restream. 2 major time slot on Central Standard Time and East Coast time cause delays. Haven't had issues with streaming through the A10 Mini Pro. Yeah, I definitely noticed certain, especially on Sundays, that time slot is tough. That's kind of one of the things I'm going to talk about tonight too. All right, so let's get into some of this content that I wanted to talk to you tonight about. So I went through this week, just kind of jumping in some Facebook live streams mostly, and there was like this common theme throughout all of them that I joined. And as a new participant, those of you all that live stream, those of you all that that put out content. I know my YouTube audience, you guys always put out content. But if you live stream, there is this thing about really connecting with your new audience. Now, your audience that's kind of been there with you for a while, they kind of know you. They kind of know your style. They pick up on your cadences. They understand your faults. You know, especially if you've had built some type of relationship with them over time. But your new audience are definitely people that you want to cater to. So because that's what we're all trying to do to some degree, if we're kind of honest with each other, is if we're producing content, if we're putting information out there, we want to grow our sphere of influence. We want more people to see us. We don't neglect the people that have been following us, but we do want to reach more people. And so we definitely have to be mindful of new people that come into our live streams, new people that leave a question, new people that, kind of come in here and right now what I'm doing is going through, like, calling out the people that are commenting, paying attention to that aspect of it. And so I jumped in these live streams this week, and like nobody recognized that I was there. Not that I'm some famous guy or anything, but nobody just said, "Hey, thanks for showing up. Thanks for being on the broadcast. I don't know who you are, but thanks, Monty, for showing up." Like, nobody said it. And trust me, I was on long enough for the person to say it. I left a comment in the chat, but it wasn't acknowledged. The person was just so focused in on selling their product, selling their opportunity, and they totally just disregarded the interaction piece of it. And I was like, man, I really hope that when I do my streams, I don't miss or overlook the new people that come in, because you really only got one shot, and it's already difficult enough to put the content together, to sit there and edit your videos. If you're doing YouTube videos, it's already hard enough to try to get it to optimize and rank and thumbnails. It's already hard enough to turn on the camera for some of us that don't like being behind the camera anyway. It's already hard enough for us to get everybody in the house to be quiet so we can do a live stream. And the last thing you want to do is have a new person come on that could potentially subscribe, potentially like your content, could potentially buy from you, because that's what we want too, right? And you just disregard them and not acknowledge that they were in the room. And so I'm like, man, I really hope, because like there was one stream in particular I was watching, and I was kind of interested in it, but the fact that like I was commenting and I wasn't getting a reaction back from that person was just kind of like, really? Like, I'm trying to get information, the person, and I was looking at the context, the person was sitting at a computer. It's not like they were in their phone and they couldn't type and talk on Facebook Live at the same time. Some of you guys know I kind of think about how we use technology. So they were sitting down, so I know they could see the comments. I know what you're looking at, and I do the same thing on my side. So it was just like, man, I hope I don't do that to the new people that show up on my stream. So I kind of wrote down 5 tips I want to share with you guys. Hopefully it helps you out if you're doing some live streams going forward as well. All right, so that's a little bit of what I'm looking at. And so I'm going to keep an eye on that for, who was that asked me about the restream? Not James, Dwayne. I'm going to keep an eye on my restream here for you. I'm using OBS tonight. Usually when I'm in my office, I'm using Wirecast to live stream and to record, but I didn't take my license key with me and put it on this laptop, so I'm using OBS tonight and pushing out through Restream. So I'll keep an eye on that. So I want to go through these that I put together for you guys if you live stream. If you live stream, let me know in the chat what you live stream about. And really, I want to know, do you know the new people that show up on your feed? Your regulars are going to show up. They with you. They rock with you. Like, I know who my regulars are all the time on my feeds. But your new people, like, do you know who they are when they show up, and do you cater to them? I'm interested to know if it's something you guys are doing, because it's something I didn't pay a lot of attention to until I was the new person, you know. So we always have to, you know, remember how other people feel, you know. So I was like, as the new person, I was like, I felt some kind of way, like, hey, I'm here. So just let me know. Aiden says, thankfully, I live with my mom and my dog barks not much that often. Interested in if you have the ability to see the YouTube comments and Facebook at the same time. Facebook seems to lag behind YouTube. Yeah, so on live streaming in general, the latency on YouTube is much lower than it is on Facebook. Matter of fact, I was on a live stream last night, and one of the channels that I watched, they had a sale on their equipment. And you know, she made sure to say, like, hey, if you're watching me on Facebook, you might want to go on to YouTube, because YouTube audience is going to hear what I have to say faster than the Facebook audience. So yeah, I'm definitely Facebook Live is definitely a quicker transaction between the speaker and the viewer than it is on Facebook, for sure. You definitely will have a much longer lag on Facebook. Too scared to go live. You go live. All right. So here's your strategy for going live. All right. You're scared to go live. If you have a Facebook group, go live in your group, because the people there already know who you are. They already trust you. They already like you. Or what you do is you create your own group page, and you go live to your own page, and you just practice. You talk to your page, you practice going live, you practice hitting the buttons, you practice the mistakes, you practice everything that way, because there's nobody going to be there to critique it anyway. So you can get comfortable that way. I'm telling you, it is the weirdest thing to do, but once you do it, you'll be all right. Like, I'm literally looking at a camera lens and there's nobody behind it. There's a light staring right at me in the face that I'm trying to not stare at, but I'm looking at this dark ring in front of me trying to keep eye contact. It is the weirdest concept to go live. But the one thing I like about it, though, this might help you out, is I don't have eyes staring at me on the other side, like giving me evil looks and like they're falling asleep on me. Like, I have no idea what you guys are doing right now. So it's a lot easier for me. You know, I don't like public speaking, but I've gotten so used to this. Like, you would kind of think like, oh, okay, I might get away with public speaking and be able to do it. Like, I'm so used to doing this that when I see eyes in front of the room, like, that is my like shock factor. Like, I can do this now all day, but it's just practice and repetition. Create a Facebook group, go live in there, and just practice. You will get past it pretty quickly. And if you talk about what you know and what you're good at, what it is you do or what you sell, just, you know what it is that you do. Just hit on that over and over and over again. You'll be just fine. It's just, once you start, the ball will start rolling for sure. Let me scroll up here. Aiden says, I make YouTube videos and I want to connect with them on their comments and Discord. Yeah, so I haven't used Discord. You're a gamer, Aiden. I forgot. I'm not much of a gamer, so I can't help you on the Discord part of it. Dwayne said, you talk to them, cool. Andrew, what's going on? Andrew says, how do you fix the auto lag on Facebook live stream? I use Wirecast currently. All right, so on Wirecast, I can demo it for you. Those of you all that are just jumping on the live stream, welcome. We are talking live streaming tonight. Little open Q&A, answering questions. If you ever catch me live, that is the time to ask me questions, because I will definitely, if I'm not live, I'm probably working on something, and it will send you to a checkout page to answer questions. So let's answer some questions here now in real time. All right, so let me put this over here for you. All right, so the question was from Andrew on YouTube. How do you fix the auto lag on Facebook Live? I use Wirecast currently. So those of you that are not familiar with Wirecast, let me see. Which one am I? Wirecast is a software that allows you to do these custom live streams just like OBS, just like XSplit, just like vMix. Wirecast just happens to be my favorite because when I started using it, they automatically had built-in Facebook Live back in version 7. So you didn't even have to do all this RTMPs and stream codes. You didn't have to do none of that because they had it already built in. So to adjust the audio, Andrew, and I'm gonna share how you do this on OBS too right after for those that have the same question on the OBS side. So I'm gonna pretend that I have an audio source in here, and I'm gonna assume you already know this section, Andrew. But if I go into the far right tab, there is an audio delay there. And I always start around 0.220 is kind of the delay that I'll preset. So I added my microphone. I went all the way to the far right tab with the 3 dots, and then the second option says audio delay. And then what you're gonna have to do is test it out just to make sure that what I'll do is I'll do a Facebook Live to my page that's private and that's unlisted, and I'll look at it there. And I'll also just do a recording, and I'll check the recording to see. And if you're familiar with any video editing, if you want to get it all the way down to get it like on point, is I'll throw it into a video editor, and I'll just look at it that way and slide the audio and see how far I had to slide it and look at the seconds, and you can adjust the time that way. But I always start with 0.220, and the same thing with OBS as well. Now I'm not sure how this is going to look. It's probably going to give me the double window if I open up another OBS session. Let me see if I can do it. Unless you meant to do this, please shut down any. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to do this in OBS and show you what this looks like without it giving me the. It's gonna give me the double screens, but you guys will be all right, I think. So let's go screen with logo here. So what in OBS, I'll go to my microphone. So I won't go to my active one for right now, or it doesn't matter. And I'll go to advanced audio properties. So if my audio is out of sync, I'll do that. And then where it says sync offset, you'll see that my mic down here, this bottom one, is set to 220 milliseconds. So it's the same thing. So in OBS it's 220 milliseconds. In Wirecast it's 0.220. Okay. Now if my audio is off right now as you all are watching me, it's because I didn't even look to see what it was before I got started. I just kind of started going live. All right. So I hope that answers your question. All right, let's go. All right, let's see. Aiden says, how do you get YouTube videos to not get claimed by copyright infringement for copyright issues? So, that was from Aiden. So I use, if you're referring to the music aspect of it, I do use Epidemic Sound. I've heard a lot of people say that that one does not cause any issues from the audio perspective, and I'll bring up that site for you. It's a whole bunch of royalty-free music. Epidemic Sound. Pricing is $15 a month, and one of the strategies that I told people on, I think my Facebook Live was, and if you want to get around paying the monthly fees all the time, sign up for the 1 month and just go through there and take the 1 month and just download a whole bunch of tracks. Like find all the music you want, take a weekend or whatever, take some time and just download everything you want and then cancel at the end of the month. That way you're not paying $15 a month, $15 a month, $15 a month. That way you can save some money, bootstrapping your way to success. You guys will see that conference come up again, I promise. And that way you have a whole bunch of music. So if you're referring to the music side, Aiden, definitely check out Epidemic Sound for sure. James says, when churches are live streaming and playing music either during church or before, should you drop those song names in the description for copyright issues? That's a terms of service thing that I have not spent the time to read through Facebook and YouTube. I don't know why people say this is not my music. I don't know if they got that from Facebook directly or if they just saw other people say it and just started saying it and just started saying it and started saying it. It a lot for church in particular, like the artists themselves won't really come after the church because that's what they wrote the songs for. But that's a those issues, like I would point people just to like a person that focuses on the legal side of social media, because there's so many like loopholes and stuff there. And like I'm just a techie, like I know how to make it work. But if the songs do get shut down, you just can't use them. Epidemic Sound has just a lot of generic songs, so it's not going to be stuff that people sing necessarily. But if they're singing it in the service, there's just nothing you can do about it at that point. There's also a good Facebook group I joined called Social Media Law for Creators. Others may want to check it out. Thank you for sharing that, Carmeletta. I think I said it right. So she said, so if you guys are on YouTube, if you guys are on Facebook, you need to jump on YouTube because that's where she left the comment at. But she said there's a Facebook group called Social Media Law for Creators. Okay, Social Media Law for Creators. On Facebook, let me type this in on Facebook as well. Thank you for sharing that, because that whoever's in that space would definitely be able to give a better answer for that. Social Media Law for Creators group. All right, cool. All right, so let me get into these 5 tips. And as you guys continue to have questions, if you're thinking about stuff and you have questions about live streaming, some techie issues, let me know for sure. The graphics that you see here, they're from a company called Live Streaming Pros, one of my favorite channels just to watch. Definitely check them out. The countdown timer that you saw at the beginning, I got it from there. There's a whole bunch of these different graphical templates that you guys might like. So if you're doing some live streaming, definitely remember where you heard it first. When you see other people doing it, remember where you saw it first, because chances are they might have saw mine first. Just remember. All right, let's get into these 5 tips. All right. So in context, again, for those of you jumping on a little bit late, and just kind of recap, we're talking about live streaming things to keep in mind for your new audience, the people that are scrolling down the timelines, they're on YouTube, and all of a sudden they stumble across your video. In order to be seen, you have to first just show up. You know, I've had some awesome meetings, and I see Dr. Kai just jumped on. We kind of were talking about, you know, showing up and being strategic about how we show up and saving time. You know, because your new audience will never find you if you don't show up, whatever that looks like. If that's through paid advertising, that's a way of showing up in someone's feed. If that's YouTube advertising, you're showing up in ads before they get to the content they really want to watch. Or if you're showing up like this, you're clicking the live button and you're hoping that an audience shows up to watch what it is that you're doing. Like, we do not go on live. I am not on live just to talk to this camera. Like, I am on live to grow an audience of people that want to learn about digital, about tech, about social media, right? And so whatever it is that you show up for your audience for, you can't do it in the dark. You have to show people what it is that you're doing. You have to tell people what it is that you're doing. And so I'm thinking about Dr. Kai as she just jumps on. I try to just use real world examples so there's some context, so you guys just have other people that you can go and check out their what they're doing. And we talked about, you know, her podcast. You know, she's doing a podcast. She wants to grow her YouTube live channel. She's doing Facebook lives. But like, how do you get all this stuff to work and still like manage it all? And we were just talking about doing the video podcast, sitting down and knocking out all these birds with one stone, right? And so when your new audience is showing up on YouTube, you want to show up with them. Like there's a reason I'm like calling out Dwayne. Dwayne, you gave me a super chat. Hold on, Dwayne, you might be my first super chat here. Hold on, I'm so new to YouTube Live that I ain't got super chats yet. So if Dwayne gave me a super chat, about to shut this down, shut it down, and look at this. Hold on, I haven't got super chats yet. Dwayne, don't give me no super chats now. Hold on now. Cause now you gonna have, you done something, Dwayne. You about to get on like 95% of my attention, Dwayne. Dwayne gave me a super chat. Hey, Dwayne, appreciate you, man. I will never forget who gave me my first super chat. See, this is one of the reasons I'm embracing YouTube Live as well, is because it's like the same, man, like this is the same content. Like one of the things that, how do I put this? Dwayne hasn't, if I'm correct, Dwayne, you're not following me on Facebook, but you're following me on YouTube, right? Which is awesome, because I wanted to put my content on YouTube. But watch this, you all. Nobody has paid or gave me a donation on Facebook from like 4 years. I've never received a donation on Facebook. I've had people buy products and courses and stuff like that, promote stuff like that. But nobody, for going on live and just getting on and kind of sharing some information, just kind of giving some value, nobody has given me a direct correlation from Facebook. Now, there's a couple of people that have reached out to me and just said, hey, give me a couple minutes of your time, and giving me Cash App, stuff like that. But like the platform, like Dwayne is new to me. You guys see what I'm saying? Like this whole live stream is like, that was like the perfect example of it. So I just kind of want to put that out there. I saw somebody said Ian Corzine. Yes, yeah, Ian Corzine. Okay, for the social media law group. So appreciate that, Dwayne. My first super chat. And by the way, YouTube Live is beating Facebook Live, so another reason that I definitely want probably do more YouTube Lives for sure. All right. So first one is to show up, right? We have to show up for our audience. Showing up tonight for you guys. It's Friday night. Depending on where you are in the world, it's either late or very early. Engaging with your audience. Now, this is something I do try to do. I'm not an organic person with it. When you engage with your audience, there's some people that have this gift of live streaming and being able to deliver a message and engaging with their audience, and it looks so seamless. Like they're talking to the camera, they're giving you all this information. Man, Dwayne, hold on. Dwayne just gave me a $19.99 super chat. Facebook, y'all about to lose me. Like, I'm about to come over here and just hang out with Dwayne all the time. So I'm going to show you, Dwayne, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to show you, I'm going to share the audience like what this looks like, because I don't think they know what a super chat looks like. So if you're on Facebook, and I'm going to get to my content, I promise. I'm going to get through it eventually. I got time. But Dwayne is like my new best friend on YouTube right now. So on YouTube, right, people can give you a super chat, which is the ability to donate to, man, Dwayne, you're about to pull a whole bunch out of me right now. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So people can go and leave you a donation because they just want to. Like, they just want to say, hey, thank you for helping me. Thank you for giving me information. Thank you for giving me value. You know, so oftentimes, if you're trying to sell some product or service, that's the only way people know how to generate revenue. But if you just, and I've talked about this before, if you just give it away, then people will thank you for it. They will share your content, they will comment, they will show up on your live feeds. I'm thinking about Roz. She shows up for everything. Roz is probably working right now and just on the live feed just to show up and to support. But guess who benefits the most? It's the people that you engage with, going back to that engagement piece, that you engage with the most on your live streams, and especially your new people, y'all. Like, Dwayne is new to me in the sense of how long he's been following me, right? So if someone leaves, so if somebody donates to you $22, $25, how much Dwayne ever did, if he donates that much to me in real time, don't you think I'm gonna stop and pay attention to that? Don't you think I'm gonna? Here's watch this. Watch what Dwayne's doing, and depending on where you are in your business journey, this is gonna make a lot of sense to you. When I stay busy now working. I have clients that I work for, support, and all that kind of stuff. So my life is busy doing that. And then when it's free time, I want my free time. Like this afternoon, I was playing with my nephews. So if someone has a question for me now, or if they need support, what do I have to do? I have to send them to a checkout page. I send them to a page where they go and they pay for my time. Watch this. I'm going somewhere with this. I don't know where you are in your business, but watch how you can use this. Dwayne is teaching this class tonight. I'm just talking through him right now. Watch this. So I'm going to go to, and I've shared this before, but I haven't shared it like this. Screen with logo. I'm going to go to my website. I charge $250 an hour to have one-on-one sessions with someone just to answer questions. This is really what this is. It's like people get an hour of my time and I'm just answering questions, right? And it is worth every penny of it. Go watch the testimonials, especially my dude Sean. Like in 15 minutes, like he was shocked at like what I gave him for value. But watch this. Instead of paying $250, you know what Dwayne just did? Dwayne said, he said, nah, Monty, I'm not gonna pay you $250, but I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna donate $20, $25, right? Because I can, one, because he can do it, and he gonna get the answer to his question because he knows I'm gonna stop. Like I can't just like bypass like, oh, somebody just gave me something. Like the purpose of what we're doing is, if you're behind the camera, you're giving something, but people can give you stuff too. And when your new people give you stuff, you have to stop and pay attention to that. I love the people that have been rocking with me for years. But when a new person donates, like I have to pay attention to that. So instead of him paying $250 for an hour of my time, he got that on discount because I'm going to stop the show and say, Dwayne, what do you need help with? And I'm going to sit here and answer what Dwayne needs, regardless if I get through this content or not. Like that is what this social media thing is. No matter what your content is or what you're delivering or what your message is, like that's just how this thing works. And it's amazing if you can get it to work in your favor. Look, watch this. I'm telling you, I'm loving this YouTube thing. So Carmeletta, she said, I'm gonna scroll back up. She said, I have to confess, I love teaching this stuff in real time. I love teaching like how this stuff actually works and not so much the theory of it. Let me share it. She said, I have to confess, I don't even know how to do a super chat. I'm going to have to stick to buying courses from Ballet Media, lol, which is my company. Well, watch this. If I scroll down here, guess who gave me the super chat? She figured it out. Y'all are good. Trust me. Y'all gonna figure this stuff out. So she figured it out because she wanted to figure it out, right? We can learn anything we want to. Like if you figured out how to do that super chat, lady, you can figure out this Facebook Live. I promise you. You gonna get on live and you gonna start talking, and the people gonna start donating. People gonna start buying your courses and your products and your services. But if I never showed up, goes back to what I talked about at the beginning. Number one, show up. If I decided tonight, like I'm just too tired, I'm not going to do a Facebook Live, I'm just going to sit here and watch a movie. I very well could do that. Maybe I was tired. It was a long day. I'm not saying you got to show up every single time, but like I had time to show up. It was just a choice. Do I want to sit here and watch TV, or do I want to show up and provide value? Obviously, it makes more sense for me to provide value. Because one, it's always nice when people are receiving value, but it's always nice when you get paid, right? Like when people, they value your time, they value your information. That's what it's all about. All right, let me keep going. I'm gonna get through this. James donated $25. Like, appreciate you, James. Oh, I got y'all. I'm taking notes. Hold on. I gotta take notes because I did not think this was gonna happen because I was going in a different direction, but I love it. I love it. All right, so I gotta write Dwayne Ball. I'm gotta write down my super chatters, so y'all bear with me real quick. And James Odin. All right, cool. All right, cool. I appreciate all three of you all for the super chats. I'm loving the super chats. Loving the super chats. All right. And that's a YouTube thing, right? That's a YouTube thing. So those of you all that aren't using, if you're only on Facebook or still only on Periscope, check out YouTube. YouTube Live is a great platform. One, because your content lives forever. And two, you get compensated for showing up. Let me go through and read these chats here as well. So got that. All right, got that. I'm gonna give y'all some tips now. If you want, Aiden says, if you are a small YouTuber, how do you get more subscribers without subbot? I want subs for people to look for my channel and be entertained. All right, cool. Let's go to Aiden's channel real quick as well. Are super chats only available to people over 1,000 followers? Yes. Yeah. So you got to hit those thresholds, 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours. So those are the two things you just want to focus on with your YouTube when you're starting out. All right, so let me go to Aiden's page real quick. We'll do a little YouTube thing. Let's see. Aiden. Make sure I spelled it right. Aiden the Master Gamer. Okay. All right, Aiden the Master Gamer. All right, I'm about to click your profile from here, Aiden. For some reason, it's not searching me the right way. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. I'm coming. All right, there we go. All right, so Aiden is a gamer. Aiden, I'm going to do a little back and forth with you because I don't know the gaming language, but you do. So help me out in the chat here. All right. So this is Aiden's YouTube page. So if you guys want to grow your YouTube pages, I'm about to drop some content on you. Aiden has 23 subscribers right now. He has up, okay, you got up a few videos, cool. All right, so we're going to talk about growing his channel, okay? Now, YouTube is a massive search engine, okay? It is a search engine. What's going on, Mr. Bradley? So if you are growing, if you want to grow your channel on YouTube and you're small, you first have to look at who is in the space, who is creating videos like you want to create, who has the audience, the same audience that you want. Who are these people, okay? And once you can identify that, you want to create videos around the topics that are already getting traction, that people are already looking for. So I don't know any of these, Aiden, so my apologies. But if you could let me know like a particular game that you're creating these channels for, let me know, because I see you got a few of them up here. So if you're creating a video around a particular game, you want to use that game title in your video. You don't want to create your own titles per se. You really want to put in exactly what people are typing into the search. If they are not typing, like I'm looking at the one video says my first Nightcore. Nobody's typing in my first Nightcore video. They might be typing in Nightcore video or best Nightcore video, things like that. So you really want to use titles of what people are searching for. Tags are the exact same way, okay? So that's where I would tell you to get started, is looking at who's creating videos in your space and doing videos that are very similar, not so much on the technical aspect of how they're looking, but the content If they're talking about this subject matter, you talk about that subject matter. If they're talking about this game, you talk about that game. The audience is already there. They already watch the content. We can tell because of the number of views, number of subscribers that channel has. So we're doing the exact same thing for the most part, and creating content around that. I play Fortnite and Battle Cats and Tumblr Simulator. Okay, so all your videos would have either Fortnite in it, Battle Cats in it, or Tumblr Simulator in some form or fashion. Like every single video will have the title of that game in it, and then what it is like that happened in that game, how you got the high score, Fortnite high score, Battle Cats, unseen secrets, you know, something like that. All right, so I hope that helps out for sure. What's going on, Miss Dina Farrell? I see you on Facebook. I'm trying that. I even purchased Social Book, but I do not know how to maximize Social Book to analyze so I can pivot and grow. No worries, I will find you. Social Book. I'm not familiar with Social Book. Let me look that one up. Social Book. Let me know. If you can give me a website for that one, let me know. I see mysocialbook.com, socialbook.io. I think that's the one you're talking about, socialbook.io. #1 influencer marketing software, brands and software. So what does this thing do? Buy a plan. What in the world you playing with over here? This thing. Oh, okay. I'm about to say for brands. I'm like, don't be paying $200 a month for this stuff. All right, YouTubers, basic, one channel. All right, that'll be my homework this week, and I'm gonna look into this Social Book IO thing. Analyzes videos. Okay. What's going on, Mr. Mosley? It analyzes videos. All right, if you want to know a cheat sheet to analyze videos, all right. I got it from AppSumo for way. Okay, gotcha. Okay, AppSumo. All right, there we go. Now you talk about language. All right, if you want to analyze video, give me what your videos are about or what you want your YouTube videos to be about, because YouTube videos gonna be way different probably from the context of your Facebook videos, because I know mine are. All right, so let me know what your YouTube video is gonna be about, and I'm gonna freely analyze your videos. All right, let's go. #3. I'm gonna get through these top 10 tips or these top 5 tips. If you're joining in late, my name is Monty Weaver, helping you navigate through digital tech and social media. You know how long it took me to just say that phrase for my YouTube videos? I'm telling y'all, I practice and practice and practice and practice and practice. #3, we're talking about for your new YouTube audience, the people that are watching you on Facebook and YouTube and they don't normally watch you. How do you communicate with them? Give tremendous value. Like, I cannot overstate that point. Give tremendous value. But again, the context of this is to your new people. Give tremendous value to the new people that are watching you. Again, when I jumped on, if you jumped on late, I was going through some videos as a new viewer. I was like Facebook Live stalking. I would go into Facebook Lives and I would just listen to what they're talking about. People that I'm friends with, I'm social media friends with, but I don't know what they do, or I know what they do, but it's just not in my lane. But I'm just gonna jump in there because I want to support the person that has 1 or 2 followers that are watching their lives, because it's so much easier for them to say, oh my gosh, somebody's following my video. Like, who is this person? But when that person doesn't recognize the 1 or 2 people that are in there and one of them's brand new, there's a problem. Like, why are they showing up to do the live videos if they're not going to acknowledge the people that show up for their lives? So just like I kind of tailored this live stream to Aiden, I've tailored it toward Dwayne, I've tailored it toward, who else was on there? James. I've tailored it. Carmelita, you becoming a regular, so I don't know if I'm gonna classify you as, you still new, but you've been on a couple of these live streams now. But I'm tailoring it toward the people that don't that I don't normally see on my live streams, right? Roz is gonna be on my live streams regardless. Whether or not I call out Roz or not, she gonna be on my live streams. Whether I call out Glenn or not, he gonna be on my live streams. Whether I call out Nikki or not, she gonna be on my live streams. This isn't not recognizing them, but we are using these platforms to grow our audience. Pay attention to the new people. This is the concept, right? So give tremendous value. Give it away, give it away, give it away. That is the reason that one video now has over 100 and some thousand views to it, and has like been the catalyst for me hitting the thresholds and getting monetized on YouTube, is because I sat here. What I'm doing now is I gave away how do you go live, how do you do live streaming? Like, I just gave the entire 20 minutes away, and people just, that's what they were looking for. So creating this content for the people, what are they looking for? What are your new people looking for? Like, don't get so stuck in, I gotta deliver this message. I gotta do this presentation from page 1 to page 15 this way, because that's how my upline said to present it. Like, no, like, what is the question that the new person has? Like, especially my network marketers. I'm about to hit y'all right in the gut real quick, all right? Your people show up every single time. They know the information. Stop talking to them. Like, talk to the new person. Like, that's the person that you need to sign up. That's the person you need to get to buy. Everybody else, they know this information. They just showing up. We just hanging out again, going through the same webinar we already know like 15 more times this week. Like, how many more times do I have to talk to the same person over and over and over again? Let me talk to that new person and answer their question. Hey, I don't understand this compensation. What does this mean? Rather than just skipping over it. I don't understand this product. Well, you just get with your upline. No. Take the time and, like, it's okay to deviate a little bit. It's because that new person, if you don't catch them, like, they're gone. They're gone. All right, let me go back. I went on my little tangent real quick. What's going on, Reginald? Give the people what they need. Exactly. What's going on, Demi? Demi catching me on YouTube. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let me get back over here. Drop a teaser. Give tremendous value, you already know. Drop a teaser. And here's what I mean by that. If you give people a reason to come back to your next live, or to anticipate your next live or your next video, you've done something good. One of the things, and you know, in this digital space, it's kind of easy, but you all definitely let me know in the chat if you need some ideas for your industry. I just want to see some light bulbs go off in your head. In this digital space, it's easy to kind of leave cliffhangers and teasers because technology changes so fast. And so even as we're talking about live streaming, if I leave you all with this teaser of, hey, I'm going to show you guys this new software that's free and it's easy to use, and you can use it on your computer and your mobile device, but I don't talk about it on tonight's stream, you'd be more apt to, like, okay, whenever he does talk about it on the next one, I'm going to show up. That's what I mean by the teaser, the cliffhanger. Now, depending on what it is that you do, create that teaser, create that cliffhanger, like people wanting more. And I'm gonna I'm just looking at the people that are here, because it's so easy to pick examples off the people that are here because I see y'all doing it. And I'm looking at Bradley right now, right? And I don't even know how me and you connected, Bradley, but I think we were in the same Facebook group community. I think we just connected there. But Bradley, he did a video on how to create a countdown timer, right? Now, I have done plenty of videos on creating countdown timers, but the way he did it in the program he used it for because he did it on a Mac, I was like, man, he knows this platform and he knows it for a Mac. Watch this, I'm going somewhere again. I could sit there and teach that all day because I've done it. Like, I could show you guys the countdown timer I've done. And he created a countdown timer for people that use Mac computers. One slight difference. I had a buddy of mine, he reached out to me today and we had a meeting about how to live stream from his Mac. You know who I connected him with? Bradley. Because Bradley was the person that, one, he showed up. Going back to my tips, I would have never known to send him to Bradley if he never showed up and demonstrated, hey, I can show you guys how to do this countdown timer. He wasn't trying to sell people on a countdown timer. He literally, he took people from start to finish on how to do it yourself, right? And as a viewer, I saw that. I wasn't pushed to watch it. I wasn't sold on anything. He showed up. He engaged with the people. If they had questions, he like in the chat, you know, engagement doesn't always necessarily, I'm going to share with y'all a Facebook tip. It doesn't always necessarily mean having to engage in real time. You can go, especially on Facebook, you can go back later and engage with people. He gave a tremendous value, one, because nobody else knows how to use Keynote. I think it was Keynote that he created it in. And I was able to send someone to him because he followed those steps, okay? It's not his, he's not a tech wheelhouse guy. Like, that's not his business per se, but it's a skill set that people, they want. And the reason I know they want is because I follow someone that does it too. And so it's easier to adjust, just adjust to the new people that to start to follow you. That is the core of this message tonight. Is me and Bradley, it's a new Facebook friendship, but I watched Bradley's stuff and I was like, ooh, I can connect with him, and I have a connection for him. I could have done it myself, is what I'm saying. I could have gone through and showed my buddy how to do it myself, but someone else knows how to do it, and I value the connection of the new person more than I valued just trying to keep it all to myself, if that makes sense. All right, let's go. All right, let me see here. Any more questions come through here? All right, I was looking for techie questions. All right, what am I left on? So I did drop a teaser. Expect nothing in return. This is a good one. So now that, let me refresh over here before I get into this one here. Is that Nikki sending me stuff? Oh, Nikki does the same thing too. Like, Nikki, classic example. Like, Nikki, you're a boss. Like, you're killing the game right now. I won't go into it. That's my cliffhanger for like YouTube stuff. Yeah, let me stay focused. Expect nothing in return. So here's what I mean by that. When you jump on live stream, the last person you should be expecting anything from is the person that just showed up and they're brand new. Like, don't expect, in the context is, this is what happened when I jumped on and started watching these live streams this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I'm not doing this. Don't expect the new people that just showed up for the very first time to do anything. Don't expect them to share your content out. Don't expect them to chat. They don't know you. But if you see them do something, you best believe you need to respond and communicate with them. Don't expect them to, just because you've been talking about this promo you're doing and this challenge you're doing, that they're going to just hop in and start doing it. They don't know you. They're trying to learn who you are. They're trying to learn what it is that you do. They're trying to learn if they even like you. You know, so don't expect them, out of all the people, to do anything. You want to just dump so much value and content and a reason for them to keep showing up, okay? Your people that have been around for a little while, don't expect nothing of them either, especially when you're doing live streams, because the last thing you want to do is like create your own disappointment. You know, I literally jumped on here tonight and I sat down, and this is how this works. Okay, Monty, I want to do a live stream. What am I going to talk about tonight? I don't want to talk techie stuff because I want something different. So I try to go through the week, what it is how I use technology during the week, something more thought-provoking, something out of the box a little bit. And so I was like, okay, so I put together these scenes, I put together the context, I put together all of this. And if you guys create content and you put together stuff, you put together slides, it takes time. And so you're like, oh my gosh, is it worth it for me to sit down, create this content and deliver it and not expect nothing in return? Like nothing. Like I sat down, created content. I had to think about content. I had to do this in my mind. I'm a turtle by nature, so I'm sitting there analyzing this stuff, and I'm going to deliver this content. I've been talking for an hour and 15 minutes, so and now plus the time I put the stuff together, it was like 2 hours. It's like 2.5 hours, and I expect nothing in return, like nothing. That's the way you kind of have to go into going live. That's the way you kind of got to go into putting stuff up on YouTube, because once you create ways that cause you to doubt yourself, or you're having these little pity parties, or you're like, my 2 hours, like I said, my 1 hour is $250. So if I'm on here 2 hours, my 2 hours worth of time, I want $500 for that 2 hour window. But in this context, I can't expect that. Like, I cannot expect to sell a $500 product in 2 hours just because I want to, just because I'm on live stream and you gonna buy what it is I have to sell because I sat here and I created this content and I'm gonna give you content and now you better buy something, otherwise I'm not gonna do this again. That's just not how we do Facebook Lives and YouTube Lives and Periscopes. It just doesn't work that way. But I promise you, if you expect nothing in return and you just give your best stuff away, this is something that people will gravitate to. In context, again, give it to the new people because they don't know you. You can get past that no like trust factor so fast if you're new people. Like, hold on, I'm telling y'all this story, and I've said it before. When I first started, and I gotta go slow, I gotta slow down because I'm gonna be on here for a while. That's until this battery runs out or until that camera runs out, I'm gonna be on here. When I first started Facebook Lives, YouTube Lives, Periscope Lives, it's not something that I wanted to do. I just knew tech. I knew how it worked. My background was working with some Fortune 500 companies in Washington, D.C. Like, you have high profile clients that you support. And I knew video. I knew the back end of how video worked. And when Facebook Live first came out, when it first came out, everybody was going live from their cell phone. And then when Periscope came out, there was this platform that you could show your desktop. You could show people your screen and all this stuff. Now, I already knew how this technology worked on a corporate level. So to go live from my desktop was something that was new to the consumer market because it was going to open up a whole bunch of stuff. You could sit here and you could do stuff like this. You could share your screen. You could do slides. You could do interviews. But it wasn't new to me. So when people were charging $800 to teach a class on how to do it, people were going to pay that, which is fine, but I had no audience. Nobody knew me. So everybody was going to be new to me. So what I did was I gave the knowledge away for free. So what would you rather have as a consumer? All right. And then I'm about to flip it. As a consumer, would you rather pay $800 to learn something, or would you rather pay $0 to learn something? And you learn the exact same thing. And this person, the $0 person, has a lot more knowledge and certifications in the subject matter, right? So what happened was I grew this audience because I gave the zero away. And those people still rock with me. I see Miss Dina, she know. Like, I did this stuff a long time ago. But it was the give it away strat. I didn't charge them $800. I still don't have a product worth $800. Like, I have nothing in my storefront that costs $800 right now. Now I will eventually, but after 4 years, I still don't have an offer of $800, and I do okay. So when I gave it when I gave it away, it just, to the new people that didn't know me, they had a whole lot of respect once they got done. I guarantee you that, because they were like, oh, I learned how to do this, and they could turn around and monetize it. If George Howard is on here, y'all just got to thank George Howard, because otherwise I would not be doing a video for nothing. So that's kind of how I've regularly done this stuff. And again, it depends on what your industry is. So if you need ideas to deliver that concept, let me know, and we shoot off ideas. You know, there's people in here. There's communities that you can be a part of, Facebook group communities that you can be a part of. I'm thinking about, oh my gosh, what's her name? Christine. You know, I'm in a community with her, and like literally pivoted her business just off of ideas from a community. So, you know, that's what these Facebook Lives are for, should be for. It's, you know, it's almost like a group setting, but, you know, giving answers, giving value, some back and forth, rather than sell, or just talk your content and you just forget everything in the room because you just got to say what's on your mind. Like, because I'm sure like everybody that's watching here, you're trying to grow your channel, you're trying to grow your audience base, you're trying to grow something, Instagram channel, you're trying to grow TikTok, you're trying to grow something. And so if you focus on that new person, it will help you grow. Because your regulars, they gonna always show up regardless. Unless you just go falling off a cliff and you just start talking crazy, your regulars gonna follow you. It's the new people that you got to cater to. Shout out to all my super chatters. Y'all are the best, hands down. Because you know what's going to happen now. Every time someone super chats, or they don't even have to super chat no more. Like, if they didn't super chat anymore, guess what I know now? I know that they did. So those of you that jumped on late and you don't know what a super chat is, head on over to YouTube. Let me scroll up. I saw some comments come in here. What's going on, Mr. Reginald? Thank you, Miss Dina. I don't need ideas as much as I feel like I am being held hostage by the folks I pay to help me edit videos. Hit me up on Facebook. If I have my roadmap for how I plan out and write content, but the tech side hinders me. You need to get with me, connect with me some type of way. For editing videos, I outsource my videos now. I use a platform called Video Husky, and if anybody's interested in it, well, I can show you. I got time. I'm about to give it all away. I'm giving it all away. I'm giving you my info. All right. So I just started using Video Husky about 2-3 months ago. So all the YouTube videos you guys see from me, they're edited by this company, and they do unlimited videos for a flat rate of $4.95. So unlimited essentially means they do one video, and once it's completed, then you can submit the next one. So depending on how much editing is involved, you literally can get your video back the next day. So if I send them a video by 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll get it back at 9 a.m. the next morning. And so I can knock out about 15 videos a month using this service. If it's something that you're interested in, just let me know. I have a discount code for the first month, so you can test it out. So it'd be like $3.95. Now they do upsell you on subtitles and thumbnail creation, so that will drive the price up, and audio, those three things. So if it's just video editing by itself, you can check that out. Another platform specifically for video you guys can check out is called VidChops, and I almost went with this company. They do the exact same thing. Their price is more reasonable if you have less videos. So if you have one video edit, $139. It looks like okay, no, it's the same pricing, just changed the site up a little bit. If you have 4 videos, so let's say you want to do 1 video a week for YouTube, so $325. And then I have Miss Nikki. She is in my YouTube class, or she's gone through the YouTube class, but she wanted to learn video editing. So guess what I did? She was in the class. I taught her some video editing stuff. Bonus. So she's in my class. I can connect you with her. I'm not sure what she charges for video editing, but you definitely have some resources out there to help you with that. And those aren't contracts either, so you can pay. And it goes back to that same thing I was saying with the Epidemic Sound. If you want to just knock out 15 videos, you pay $4.95. But before you pay the $4.95, you line up 15 videos. You sit there and record 15 videos, mess ups and everything. And then you pay the 1 month, and then as soon as they done, because you can line them up in the queue. You just line up the 15 videos, so you know that at the end of this month, I'm gonna have 15 videos. And if you want to put one a week on YouTube, you got a couple months knocked out, and then you can record your next set of content. Now my light cut off. My light is my battery light on that went off. That means I've been on here for an hour and a half, so y'all just gonna see me in the dark. I'm not in my office. If y'all can notice, I have not been in the office. I've been in the office probably twice in the last 2 weeks. I've just been working for the house. All right, let me scroll down. Bonus fact, subscribe to, PewDiePie, yep. He has a big following. Aiden says he'll do some video editing. All right, I will connect this. The chat is jumping, so I'm trying to read it as it's jumping. I will connect. All right. Okay. All right. So I think I'm caught up on that. So I gave you Vid Chops. I gave you Video Husky. I'm trying to think if there's another one off the top of my head. I can't think of another one off the top of my head. All right. Cool. And I did see, I think Aiden said go back to 5. So that's the list of my top tips for new audience, growing your lives, growing your online presence, focusing on your new audience. Just some takeaways I got from following some live streams this week. It was pretty interesting. So one of those things that just to pay attention to as you guys are doing your lives, as you're putting up your videos, just think about your new people. Pay attention to them. Love on them. You know, embrace them in your videos. That way they can follow you. That way they can spread your message without having to try so hard, without having to ask everybody, hey, share this out, get on your feed, share this. Like, people are doing stuff. They don't know who you are in order to share your content. Like, even me, like, I'm not going to just share your video just because you told me to share it. I need to see some value first, and then I'll share it, or I'll tag a friend in it. I'm not sure if y'all can. I'm gonna play this. Glenn will probably get me later, but I'm gonna see if I can play this video because it was a perfect example of what I'm doing for someone. Someone reached out to me, a buddy reached out to me, and he's looking to rebrand himself, or really just brand himself, because I don't think he's ever branded himself to begin with. But I told him about my buddy that does branding, and I was like, oh my gosh, he put up this video today. And I was like, so I tagged him in it. And because he's new to me, you know, my friend is going to be new to the branding person that I'm going to connect him with. But what I'm doing is, like, he already followed these, you know, tips. He showed up, he tells people about branding, he engages with people consistently in these groups because we're part of a mastermind group. He drops tremendous value. Like, when you talk about branding and colors and just putting together your story and all that stuff, like, Les is the man. And so I wanted to tag him in this video. Now I'm going to try to play this video. Now I'm on OBS and I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to try to play this video because, one, one, I'm mad that Glenn, if you're watching this, I'm mad that you put this in just the community because I want to share this out to a couple more people. But I'm going to see if I can play this video for y'all. Where is it at? Did he take it down? Hold on, I got to find the video now. And it was talking about branding, and I thought it was dope. He took it down. It was in the maps group. Hold on, I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. Nope, I think he took it down. Oh well, I guess I can't share it with y'all. I wanted to share it though. Any questions before I log off and call it a night? Make sure I answer anything I miss. And it's important to have your graphics belong to you. To learn from social media branding, lower graphics done for you without the use of a content binding saying that it belongs to you is bad. Yeah, that legal stuff is something else. Like, yeah. So if you definitely have something published, definitely check that out. Same thing with my musicians too. It's like as soon as you put it out there, you better have some documentation sitting somewhere behind it. All right. Any questions that I can answer? Appreciate you guys for jumping on and hanging out tonight. Appreciate my super chatters and my Facebook audience. I don't know where my Periscope people were tonight. And Facebook and YouTube and Periscope. All three of y'all tonight. All right. Any questions before I jump off that I can help you guys with live streaming, tech? I'm just trying to go through and make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Aiden says, when is your next video? I don't know, Aiden. I'm trying to create a schedule, but my schedule just doesn't allow me to do consistent lives like I want to. That's why I do make that comment. Like that comment that I make about if you catch me live is the best time to ask questions. It really is, because I just don't know. It just kind of really depends on my schedule. Because I do focus now a lot on creating content for courses. And then I've been picking up more clients. So onboarding is a process, doing the work for them, following up with them, getting things I need back and forth and stuff like that. So, unfortunately I can't jump on live streams as much as I used to, but that's why I definitely try to put out content on YouTube. So if there's questions there, definitely leave comments on those YouTube videos for sure. But I'm definitely trying to work on a time and a day that I can regularly show up on live stream. Because something I love doing now. I like doing it now to help, because I can help in real time. But schedule just does not allow me to have a time consistently right now. Like the idea about piggybacking off other channels that serve and have the same potential audience. My desire is to do something extra they're not providing. Yeah, I'll give you, what's going on, Miss Bridget? Long time no see. Bradley, I'm about to drop a strategy on you real quick. If you piggyback on a video, this is something that I've been doing here, is give me a topic, Bradley, of a video, and I'm gonna give you a real-time answer. Give me a topic of a video that you would like to create, or something that's already been created, or a person in your space that's creating videos with the same audience. Let me know who that is. I'm going to show you right now, like, how to do it. Those of y'all jumping in, my light has gone out because I've been on here for an hour and a half, and you just gonna have to deal with it. You just got to deal with it. So yeah, give me a person, Bradley, or a concept or anything like that. And we about to do this. We doing a little mini YouTube class, and while Bradley's typing, I'm going to Give me a sip of Canada Dry green tea, ginger. All right, here we go. All right. Lower thirds with Keynote. Video graphics with Keynote. All right, cool. So here's what we're talking about. So the question was, or the statement more so was, to create videos using the piggybacking strategy. Piggybacking strategy is all it is there's already an audience for it. There's already people watching videos on the exact same thing. If you all are like me and you look for a video, you don't look at just that one video, especially if it's a tech review. Goodness gracious. If you're trying to find what camera should I buy, you're going to look at a video on that camera by like 18 different people, right? So don't think that because someone else created a video that you can't create the exact same video. All we're doing is creating the exact same video, answering the exact same questions. And what Bradley said is we're going to, let me make sure I said it the right way, is to provide something extra or something that they're missing. All right, that's the key point on this. All right, so the videos that we're going to create along with Bradley are called lower thirds for Keynote. So here we go. Now, I want you guys to think about your industry, what it is that you do. You're going to use the exact same strategy. So we're going to do lower thirds with Keynote. Now, what I just did, good thing Roz is not on here, because Roz she would get me right now for teaching y'all this. So lower thirds Keynote is a searchable thing in YouTube. If you ever see something auto-populate, what's going on, Nikki? That means that there is volume here for this search term. So we would create a video that's literally called lower thirds with Keynote, right? So we're gonna click on this. Now, I'm gonna look for some views. I want to find some videos that are popping, all right? So how to create lower thirds for live streaming in Keynote. There's a guy, he has 439 views in a month, okay? If you have no audience, watch this. This is why, and this messed me up the first time. When I first looked at that, I was like, only 439 views. But when I think about how many people actually watch my Facebook lives, I'm like, oh, hold on. That's way more than the people that watch my Facebook live. There's probably like 30, 40 people that watch the Facebook lives. Don't believe the Facebook numbers. I swear they're a lie. But I'm like, hold on. I'll take 400 views for somebody to watch my video. I take that over 20 people. How many people watching me live right now? And plus that video is searchable. It'll stay up. All right, I got off context, but let me go back to there. So how to animate Keynote video, title and lower third. And this goes back to what I was telling Aiden too, for those of you that were on. The same keywords, lower thirds Keynote, lower thirds Keynote, Keynote, lower thirds Keynote. Like you want those live streams, overlays, Keynote. Easy lower thirds with free software. Like you want lower thirds and Keynote. Those are the words that you have to have in your video, right? I'm getting off context here. I'm trying to get to the point. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a couple of these videos and see what they're talking about, what it is he's talking about. And I guarantee this person is going to say the exact, he's going to give the same solution. I'll put it that way. He's going to give it in his own style. He's going to deliver it in his own way. He's going to show his own strategy, his own thought process, all that stuff. And all Bradley's going to do is create a same like the title is the same thing. It's not changing. Like Bradley's going to do the exact same thing. How to create lower thirds for live streaming and Keynote. So he's going to do the exact same thing. And whatever this guy missed, that's where Bradley can pick up. And Bradley can add that to his video title. So let's say this guy talks about all these different things about how to create this live video in Keynote, but he forgets to talk about how to change the colors for branding, because like I have red, he has blue in his background. I don't want blue, but I don't know how to change the color. Well, in Bradley's video, he can say how to create lower thirds for live streaming in Keynote and create your own branded look. Just something a little bit extra on the back end of his video. But the only reason he knew to create that extra little something was because he looked at his competition, the other people in the space creating the same exact thing. So we're just finding the gaps and we're adding the extra. I love the way you said that, Bradley, by the way. Let's go back in here. And then what I like to do is I scroll down here and I look in this section. Now, this ain't the best example because everybody in here apparently loved his work. So that is a good thing because everybody loved what he did. So he must have been doing something right. So that's a good sign to follow up on. But what I also do in here is I look for the questions that people are asking, because that means it wasn't addressed in the video. So if you know there's questions in here, especially if there's a lot of the same questions, then you can create a video and make sure you include the answers to the questions. This ain't this difficult. I promise y'all it's not. I just hope I'm opening up some eyes a little bit. All right, let's go through. I'm gonna see if I can find one with somebody with some questions in here. Let's look at this one real quick. Let's see, comments. I don't know what that whisper challenge is. And another thing with the comment section, they give you good ideas for next videos too. I'm just looking at this video down here. This is a video about the same subject, but the person says, do you have any tips on starting a YouTube channel, like editing and video ideas? Like, this video has nothing to do with video editing, but the person asks. So it gives you additional content that you can create. You're like, yeah, sure I do. And what you gonna do? You gonna sit there and create 10 minutes? I'm sure they can talk about 10 minutes of video editing. Like, it doesn't even have to be in your wheelhouse. But I'm sure that person can say, yep, I'll give you 3 tips on a YouTube channel. And all they did was go to YouTube and type tips for growing a YouTube channel. And they created a video that said, here are my 3 tips for growing a YouTube channel. And they created a video based on the fact that that person saw the video creator as the authority figure. So the authority figure says, hey, I can answer that question too. It gives me more context to put on the, like, it's just all about turning on this camera, y'all. Like, it really is. If you can turn on the camera and answer questions all day, you get paid for that. Like, you just answer questions. Just answer questions and give solutions, give advice, coach people. Like, just sit on that authority side of the table, except this time you're sitting on the authority side of the camera. If you can get on this side of the camera, you can win. If you're on this side of the camera, like, we don't know what it is that you do. Like, you can talk all day, you can post on Facebook all day, you can share your links all day, but it isn't until you get on this side of the camera that you can, like, really be effective with what it is you're doing. Like, you really can save time with what it is you're doing. It is well worth it for me to spend 2 hours on a live stream and an hour creating this stuff. If I had people, y'all saw it in real time. People gave me super chats that I didn't ask for. They gave it to me. So it was well worth my time to be on this side of the camera than it was to be on that side of the camera. All right, let's go. Yep, look for the questions that people are asking in those videos. Let me see here. Let me go. All right, let's go. Anybody else have a thing they want to kind of look up real quick? I'll look it up. All right, let me go here. Gotcha, sir. Gotcha, sir. Like, Ecam is blowing up right now too. I might I'm about to stay on Ecam if y'all don't mind. If somebody else has something to type, I'll go in that direction. But I'm about to just give Bradley some information if y'all don't mind real quick. So Ecam is a software for Mac users, right? And it's like the new kid on the block. And if nobody knows how to use it, it was just like Zoom. So if you had already used Zoom before, you could have created videos just about that because so many people were looking for the answer. It could have been the most, it could have been the simplest, this is how you share your screen in Zoom video. That, like, so many people would have clicked on it and started watching it just because they had no idea what it is. So Ecam is this new kid on the block. If you're, I can't, like, if you're writing a book, you like, these are the publishers that you go to. Like, think about the lowest common denominator if you're struggling to create videos, because people are looking for like the most common denominator of when they're getting started, especially if we're in that research mode. Live streaming is something that people are getting into now. So it's very easy for me to create videos around how to live stream just because so many people are looking at the basic level. They're not even trying to figure out, they're trying to figure out microphones and audio and all that stuff, but they're like, okay, what do I need? Do I need a computer or can I do this from my phone? It's that, so Ecam is like the new kid on the block. So it's like, it's going to be a good topic for you, Bradley, in particular. But if I look at these videos, right, a lot of these people, I'm paying attention to their thumbnails, are showing their faces as well in the video. So when you're creating your thumbnail, that would be something I would probably consider as putting your face in your thumbnail image. But you can see all these videos have a good amount of views. 2 months ago, this video already has 11,000 views. 3 weeks ago, 1,700 views. And because so many people are on the YouTube platform in particular, you don't have to have a big audience here to grow. I'm going to scroll and see if I can find somebody that's smaller and a smaller audience. Ecam, I pretty much know all these people that are here right now, so I was trying to find somebody with a smaller audience because I've been watching their videos. Let's see, 62 views one day. Let me check out this video. I'm gonna show you how daggone it, I cheated. This is Bradley. I promise you I didn't know. I promise you I did not know this was Bradley's video. I just found his video. So Bradley, you're on my front page of search already. That is hilarious. So Bradley, all you do is just keep creating more videos with your icon, with your colors. Just keep creating more videos. Countdown timer for Ecam, how to stream with Ecam, how to use 2 cameras with Ecam. Like the same way that Loria and Justin and then I forgot his name. But the same way they have multiple videos in this column, all you want to do is get in this column is just have multiple videos about the same thing in this column. What's going on, Gene? Gene says, I like your teaching. How can I be reached? Off my website, and I'll send you, I guess I'll have to put it in YouTube chat just to make sure you get it. So Gene on YouTube. All right. My teaching vids are getting 2,000 views with Ecam group, trying to move them to the YouTube channel. Cool. Yeah, the emoji face. What's going on? Now, man, I promise y'all I was thinking about Justin today. Justin, I hope you can stay on for like 2 seconds, man. The context of what I'm talking about today, because you do it, you do it well, and my guy Glenn does it well. And before the questions came in, I had thought of you, and because you do this so natural. I wish my earlier people were on to watch this. Justin does it so well for his new people. If go watch and subscribe to Justin Kappan's channel, and I want you all to watch him. I want you to get there early when he starts, because he does this perfectly. So the context of what I'm talking about is connecting with your new people on live stream. Justin connects. He's one of the people that can do it seamlessly, like, and you don't even tell. Like, it's just like so natural the way he does it. And my guy Glenn, it's so natural the way they do it, because they're just talking and it literally feels like they're having a conversation with you. Like you feel like when I was, because Justin, you jumped on late, but I was going in some live stream videos and I wasn't being acknowledged. Like, there was like 3 people in their room. It's like, how come you're not acknowledging me in your room? Like, there's only 3 of us here. Like, you can say hi. If I'm typing, you can say hi to me, right? But like, so as a content creator and live streamer, Justin does it so well. And I can guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt, if you jump in Justin's room when he's live, he will say your name. He'll say, hey, how's it going? Just that 2 seconds will attract someone to stay in your broadcast a little bit longer, to see what it is you have to say. It's amazing what that acknowledgement does to a person. As the content creator, it might not sound like it's worth it or something to stop and go off script just to say hi, but I promise you, Justin does it so seamlessly. My dude Glenn does it so seamlessly that when you're acknowledged in someone's live stream, you will hang around a little bit longer to see what it is they have to say, because we are scrolling so fast. We are like, so you have to stop. And it's like what I said at the beginning, like, you have to not be so locked into your content where you can't come off and say, hey, how's it going? Glad to see you here in the broadcast. If you got questions, let me know. This is what we're talking about. And then go right back to what it is that you're talking. It's just so, it's just a tactic of live streaming. And I promise you, I thought about you when I was doing this live stream. I was putting this together, because some people just have this natural ability to do certain stuff on video. Like that's a thing that I really have to practice. And that's why I was like, man, I hope I'm not like overlooking the new people when they show up on the feed. But I'm probably, please, if y'all don't do nothing else tonight, go and connect with Justin on his Facebook page, his YouTube page. Justin, drop all your stuff in there. I don't care what you drop in this chat, because I want people to watch how you do it. Now, if y'all watch Justin for his content, and he has great content, by the way, then definitely do that. But the thing I really want y'all to do, for if you're struggling with live streaming, or you're trying to grow that audience and connect with and expand your reach, is just to watch that subtleness of how he does it, which that's what blows me away. Not the cool branding, not the red and black, because I love the red and black, not the new house setup, like not the camera, it's the way he like just, hey, how's it going this morning? Glad you're here. And he like, dang, hey, I'm glad I'm here too. Then all of a sudden, like, it's man, I thought about you today. Let me check over here. Last question. All right, Carmelita, you're my timekeeper tonight. I've been on here 2 hours. You are my timekeeper, all right? How are watch hours calculated? The entire video or certain? So, Imro, you're on Periscope. It is Justin R. Kappan, JUSTIN CAPPON. Justin Kappan. Look him up. He is everywhere. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. Justin Kappan Pro. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. He's on Periscope. You will find him. You will find him for sure. But definitely check him out. Carmeliza says, how are watch hours calculated? The entire video or certain? So watch hours on YouTube it's just the time of the video that's watched. So don't expect, I might go a little bit deep on here. Don't expect people to watch your whole YouTube video. They're just not going to do it. None of us finish all the videos. So watch hours is really how long of the video that they're watching added up. So if one person watches your first 2 minutes and one person watches 5 minutes, so that's 7 minutes of watch time. So to grow your channel, all right, the best way I can do is just show you the back end of it. All right, so let me go in here. I hope this doesn't, if those of you just watching, like I've been on for so long, my light went out and you just got to deal with it. So I'm just hoping that the content is just fire enough to ignite the live stream and give some light to it. All right, so let me do, and pull up. Let me pull up. I hope y'all don't mind. I pull up my own videos. If I had somebody else, I'd pull it up theirs, but I just don't have access. Well, I do have access. I'm gonna pull up mine for now. Analytics. All right. All right. Justin says, how's your YouTube growth doing? I know you've been giving it a lot of, Justin, man, my YouTube channel has gone from 126 subscribers at the beginning of this year to 8,500, 8,200. Where am I at now? Oh, I gotta show screen. I'm supposed to be sharing screen. Yeah, so I'm up to 8258 right now. So watch time. So this is how watch time is calculated. So I'm gonna go do analytics and I'm gonna do 2020. All right. So, and I'm gonna do audience. I'll do audience. All right. So at the beginning of this year, January 2020, I was getting like 1 subscriber, 4 subscribers. So, that was me focusing in on it. It wasn't until like right here that I started getting an increase of subscribers, and it was the give it away strategy. I literally just gave all my content away. And this is when the channel started to grow, okay? So the watch time came from, the majority of my channel growth came from one video's watch time. So let me go back to this video in particular, and I'm gonna go into the analytics section. Now, if you look at the audience retention, I had 92% of people click the video and watch 0 seconds, okay? After 2 minutes of this video, I only had 40% of the people continue to watch it, okay? So I have a whole bunch of, so 92 down to 40, I have a whole bunch of 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minutes watching the video, if that makes sense. Now, this was an 20 minute long video, right? So if you got the whole 20 minutes, then thank you, because you watched the whole 20 minutes. So that helps accumulate to the watch time. But if I come back up to here to the top where it says watch time in hours, this is the equivalent hours of what these 125,000 people looked at. So 125,000 views to this video equivalated to 12,000 watch hours. So I hope that answers the question. So it doesn't necessarily have to be one video and they watch it all the way through. If you can get them through the first couple minutes, you're doing a good job on YouTube. Now, this was one of my first ones that I really started to do my intro better. So I know the reason for my falling off here, and I do my intros different now. But if you can get, and this is why that hook is so important. This is why structuring your video is so important. You know, I want you to, one thing I talk about in the class is I want you to watch the YouTube people that you follow, even if they're in your industry or if they're not in your industry, just the favorite YouTubers that you follow, and watch how the opening intro is. Either they're gonna start off with a statement that's just firm in your face. In this video, we're gonna do this, this, and this. Or they're gonna ask you a question. Are you having trouble doing this? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to do it. So they start you off with this hook or this hard statement to get you past the 2 minute mark. Because even if you drop off and you don't watch my content, the hook was long enough, was 2 minutes of watch time. Like after the 2, like if you can get a whole bunch of those 2 minutes just off a question, off a statement, maybe your answer sucks. Maybe your solution is garbage, but you still got 2 minutes of watch time. So if you can get them to the watch time section and then you deliver on what you said at the beginning, then they can get you can get them longer down your video path and get them to watch more of it. So that's kind of what you want to think about when your video. So just look at what your big YouTubers are doing and watch, and just watch the video in a different way next time you watch it, for sure. Crazy how it only took one video take. Yeah, I know, man. And I talked about live streaming for so long too, and I put it on YouTube, and now that video is making, like, it's crazy. Like, got monetized as a result of this video. So since I've started on YouTube, let me go back to the main analytics here. So since I've started focusing on YouTube this year, I've made almost $900 just from YouTube itself. So YouTube pays itself from ad revenue. For those of you not familiar with it, so that's really why you want to get to those thresholds at 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You give everything away just to get to them subscriber numbers, really, in that watch time. Like, everything. This is how you do this. This is how you do this. I'm not holding no secrets. Do this, this, and this. Once you can get there, you get monetized, and then you can just do a lot more. But it wasn't that the second video is the video that pays me more, because that pays me affiliates. So those of you all that have products that, what's going on, Matt? Those of you all that have products and services, like, the context of this is, for those that are kind of new to me, like me and Justin go way back on me. I don't even think we've had a conversation like in person, one-on-one, but we go way back to like the Periscope days of doing this live streaming stuff and Facebook live streaming. So what I've talked about, and I'm sure you all have talked about the same things that you guys have done for years and years and years. I've talked about this stuff for 4 years, and I put it on platforms like Facebook and like Periscope, but it wasn't until I put it on this particular platform that it took off. But I talked about it 4 years ago. It's like nothing new, but the audience was there and they had a question. So it goes way back to, I think, what I talked about an hour and a half ago. All we're doing on these live streams are answering questions, getting feedback, giving so much freaking value that the new person that just starts to watch, like literally, like, y'all are seeing this in real time. Matt Plapp just said we need to chat. I know Matt from being connected as Facebook friends, but that's about all I know. Like, we've never had a conversation. I got super chats not trying to. I just showed up rather than watching the Friday night movie tonight. So my dude Justin shows up in here, and I was thinking about him because when I was putting this content together hours ago, he is the perfect demonstration of how to execute on this, like, to the core. So putting together Facebook Lives and doing video, it's like so much more than just trying to sell a product or a service. People will buy from you if they really want what it is that you have, or they'll just follow you forever and support everything that you do. It doesn't matter. But there is an audience for you on one of these platforms. And if you can just give them answers, that's all they want. And there are so many ways to monetize that. So this second video, and I'm going to get off here. This thing is supposed to last 8 hours, and I think I used it for about 3 earlier today, and I'm closing in on another 2. And I didn't charge it, so I don't know when this thing is going to go off. But this second video right here, y'all, I only got, the average duration of this video is 3 minutes and 49 seconds. I'm going to try to take my time on this part. For those of you that are not leveraging YouTube yet, consider it. I'm not telling you to do it. I ain't telling you to buy my course. I ain't telling you to watch none of my YouTube videos. I'm just telling you, for your own self, consider doing YouTube videos, just because there's so many ways to monetize it. So this video, only the average watch time is 3 minutes and 49 seconds. All right. I did this video March 29th. I uploaded it March 29th. Now, this video has paid me $163 for doing this video. Okay, big whoop. But it's better than nothing, right? But this video is 9 minutes long, but the average time is 3:49. So people aren't even watching half the video. Okay, they're not even watching half of this video. But I talked about a platform to answer questions. If y'all missed the first like 3.5 hours I've been talking, some of this ain't gonna make sense in context, but because I'm a context person. But all I did, Bradley, watch this, Bradley. All I did in this video was answer a question off the last video I just showed y'all. People kept asking, how do you do pre-recorded videos? So what did I do? I made a video to answer the question of how to do pre-recorded videos. That's all I did. I could have did it on Facebook, but I did it on Facebook and nobody paid me for it. So I just took the same thing and threw it on YouTube, and YouTube paid me for it. So I made the $100-some off of that, but all I did was give them the answer, and I gave them a suggestion. I said, this is the software that I use to do what you're asking. So what did I do? As I created an affiliate account with this platform that I use, OneStream Live, and I've talked about this platform so many daggone times before. And I created an account, and I don't mind showing y'all back here, but I did this video in March. So I'm gonna go details. I think it's details. All right. Last 6 months, March 29th is when I did that video. Okay, let me back over here so y'all can see. Uploaded this video. March 29th, 2020. March 29th, 2020. Okay. I referenced the product. And at the end of March, there's only a couple days left, I made $59 in affiliate commission. And since that, I talked about that video, man, gosh, don't let me go on this YouTube tangent, y'all. I love YouTube. I talked about that video one time. I did that video one time. I sat down and recorded it one time. I did it one time for 9 minutes, and I edited it myself, and it took me about a couple hours, but I did it. But I did the video one time, and I never got to do that video again unless they make some massive changes, then I'll talk about it again. So I did it one time, and every month people are going and they're finding that video. They are finding the video and they're taking me up on the recommendation, and I'm getting paid from it. The April, $690. May, $1,700. So far this month, $1,500. People, like, I did a video one time, but all I did was answer the daggone question. I didn't sell them on the product. All I did was answer the question that all these people left in the other video. How do you do this? Okay, well, I guess I'll sit down, and I guess I'll get in front of this camera, and I guess I'll get over my fear of being on the camera and people critiquing my video and telling me my background music is bad, and I'll just do this video. And I'll look at that, I'm like, okay, I'll take how much they owe me. They still owe me $3,000 because it's like a net 20 just sitting there. So I'll sit there for, if I'll pay $3,000 for somebody to critique my video and say I tripped over my words or I said it incorrectly, if they'll pay me to do it. So, but all I did was answer a question. I didn't have to sit there and create content. You know what I mean? I didn't have to sit there and think about what it is I'm going to talk about. I'm answering questions. So if y'all ain't got nothing else out of this video, go follow Justin and learn how to talk to people and just answer questions on Facebook Live. Let me go back up here and make sure I ain't missed nothing. Justin said, "Get them coins." Trying to, Justin. Trying to help everybody. Help the people that want to help. I know you do the same thing, man. I love your content over there. Yeah, instant content. Instant 9 minutes. It was well worth it. It was well worth it. And that's how all my videos really are. People will ask about equipment. So you create a video about equipment. It's just finding the gaps. What are people looking for in your industry? And so y'all are going to go through now and dig through some questions. I know, go through some YouTube videos, scroll down and look at the questions people are asking the content creator. Because one, there's an audience there already because they watch their video. And two, what you can create content for because people are asking the questions, especially if you see the same question over and over and over and over again. She said, "Timekeeper, this has been awesome." Cool. I hope y'all got some value. Now, those of you all that been on since 9, little after 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I hope y'all got some value. If y'all came in at daggone 20 minutes ago, I hope you got a tremendous amount of value. That's kind of the purpose of the live streams. It's really answer some questions for you guys, hang out for a little bit, drop some knowledge, drop some content, connect with some people. Love it, love it, love it. So as you guys are growing, definitely like share your wins with me. I love using real-time examples. I love calling out people in real time if I know like their resource. I don't like showing all my stuff all the time because it can seem like self-promotion if you don't know the person, if you know what I mean. But like I can easily call out and say like, yo, follow Justin, because he, like the principle I just was talking about, like he executes on it like no tomorrow. Like there's so many awesome people that I love connecting with you guys in this virtual atmosphere. So hope I did my job tonight, kind of got on here. It's 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll sit down. Now I'll watch my movie. I think it was worth it now. But if you guys have questions, think about something after this video, post it in this video below. If you're on YouTube, post it in the comment section. If you're on Periscope, unfortunately, you can't post it after the fact, but definitely stay tuned for the next video. Hope you guys got some awesome value. What's going on, Terry J? And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Y'all have a good one.